Good morning, everybody. Okay, so good morning. I just wanted to jump on here before I make it to work real quick to say, first of all, I love y'all, and I enjoy doing this even more than when I first started, because I know that it is helping somebody out there, even if it's just one person. But today I wanted to talk about a little bit of relationship and what's in your hand. I was watching a podcast yesterday, and one of my favorite podcasts, Dear Future Wifey, and there was a couple talking about what was in their hand. Like, basically, you can't receive when your hands are closed. So when you have your hands open, that is the position and the posture of telling God that you're ready to receive what He has for you, as well as what somebody else gives you. Somebody hands you $1, but you have your hand balled up in a fist because you're angry or because of whatever reason. How can you receive that $1 from them, or that change from them, or whatever? The same thing goes for your heart. If your heart is closed and your heart is all about yourself, how can you receive the love or anything that you say that you want in your life? There was once upon a time where I would be so focused on the relationship and so focused on, oh, I can't wait to be married. I want my husband because I want to do this. And Lord, to be honest, I'm just tired of being tempted and falling into sin and fornication, right? That was my motive. That was what my heart posture was for my reason for wanting a husband at the time. And when I got into these different relationships, these counterfeit relationships, I expected things from them that I wasn't, one, giving to myself. Two, I wasn't even giving it to God. And it was God that had to do a reality check on me and tell me, like, you can't expect these things from other people if you're not even giving it to me, your Father who created you, or even yourself. So you can't go around expecting someone to treat you a certain way or give you these things or be this way with you when you're not doing those things and pouring those things into yourself. So my encouragement for everybody who hears this today, or anyone that hears this today, is to pour it into yourself and pour it into God first, because when you do that, it opens up doors and avenues and sends the right people and things and opportunities your way. I can't say enough. You can't expect somebody to call you or text you every day, and you don't do that for them. Like, hardly ever. You can't expect someone to put you as a priority when you don't even have yourself as a priority, and you don't even put them as a priority. And all of that shows up in your actions. It all shows up in how you navigate and deal with yourself and them and God. So I talked about intimacy a few videos ago, and that is a number one key, is building that intimacy between yourself, between you and God, and whoever is that significant other, your husband, your wife, your fiance, your potential, whatever. You can't go around thinking that it's okay to be a certain way for people, but yet you expect someone to treat you like a king or a queen, or roll out the royal red carpet for you and go above and beyond for you. You're not even willing to do that for yourself or for them in their time of need, to be emotionally available for them or yourself when you need it, to be able to call on God and go to God when you need a word, or when you need healing, or when you need peace, and when your joy, when you find it slipping away or being tested. So I'm saying this today because I know it is very important in relationship. Love yourself first. Love yourself. The Bible tells us to love others as we love ourselves. And if you don't love yourself, how can you pour that love onto someone else? Yes, we're supposed to love God, but God loves us before we loved Him or knew Him. And He knows that. So what it boils down to is finding a way to love yourself, to be at peace with yourself, to be happy with yourself. Because when you do that, you don't expect anything from anyone, because expectation breeds disappointment. And I don't like disappointment, so I don't expect things. But when I start to get into a pattern of things, yes, they become kind of an expectation. So I always tell people, don't start something with me that you're not willing to finish, because now my mind and heart is set on you being this certain way. And once you stop, it's like, oh, was it just a show? Was it pretend? Was it real? So be careful not to do that too, y'all. And just learn how to love on yourself. And however you love on yourself and learn how to love on yourself, be kind. Being kind, acts of kindness will help show and breed love and love for other people. So this is just my little spiel for y'all this morning. I'm about to get up and go on this job. I will see y'all later. Bye. Good morning, y'all. I know I said I had other video and I was done, but I forgot to say something that was super important that I heard this morning. So I was on my way to work, and as I'm coming out of my parking lot to come and turn onto the street, the view was just so beautiful and so amazing that I wanted to get out of my car and take a picture, but obviously I couldn't for obvious reasons, and I was trying to capture it while I was driving, and I got a few pictures, but it wasn't the same as seeing it with your own eyes. And so what I heard in my spirit at that moment was, stop trying to share everything with everybody, because everything ain't for everybody. Stop trying to share everything with everybody, because everything ain't for everybody. I wanted to share that beautiful scene with other people because I love sky gazing. When I see a beautiful God's art in the sky, I just want to share it. And sometimes I tend to do that with myself, my finances, knowledge. Now, don't get me wrong. We all should be giving back and sharing what the Lord placed in us. But we have to have discernment and be strategical and intentional with who and what we share with people, because not everybody has your best interest at heart. Not everybody is going to appreciate or even receive it, and that's okay. But sometimes you have to stop and think, like, okay, let me slow down. God showed me that for me for a reason. God gave me that for me for a reason. So just remember that as you go about your days. Be kind, share love. The only thing that you should be okay to share with everybody is love and kindness. When it comes to other things, everything ain't for everybody. Remember that. Y'all be great. Go out there and make this world a great and a better place. I love y'all, and I'll be back another day, another time.